We're live. What's going on? All right. Let's see what we got going on here. It was an okay day of sales yesterday. Can't really complain. Wasn't great. I've been continuing to list like a madman, which is it's good. It's a mode I am comfortable with. All right, let's see what we got here. Got about 40 orders going out. Get my seat and some caffeine. All right. And there's Buster. He has been on a little bit of a tear this morning. So who knows what we can expect out of him. Hey. Sup, Carl? Yeah, I am definitely, it was definitely paying off later. I did do just the tiniest bit of yard sailing on Saturday and did pretty damn well for my budget and how long I was out. I was out longer than my budget would have dictated, but I was being very picky and got some really good stuff. I got a whole bin of video game systems and games for $40. In it was a Wii, that GameCube, which isn't working, but sold. The GameCube has the scan disk error, which is fixable, but I'm not going to fix it. But that sold right away for $35. Funny thing is, a working GameCube, the Indigo, goes about $60 for just the console. Not working sells for about $35, but if you pull off the bottom, what do you call it? The bottom port covers, you can get about 15 to 20 for those. So at the end of the day, I'm making the same on a non-working GameCube as a working one. Pretty close anyways. Also led me to do a quick little inventory of the video games I had downstairs. and I'll show you guys what I discovered later. Yeah, so I got a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, a GameCube, a Wii, Xbox, and a PlayStation 2 Fat, bunch of controllers, bunch of games for $40. And Nintendo works. I haven't tested the Wii works. The GameCube controller was damn near perfect. And then I bought a whole crap ton of vintage sci-fi paperbacks, which I'm working on now. Yeah, the dead game, I mean, it's fixable, but you usually have to take it apart and reset. You have to reset the voltage regulator, which is not a very difficult procedure. It's just basically unscrewing a lot of screws and then rescrewing back in a bunch of stuff. But you have to have the Nintendo wrench, which I don't have at this time, or I don't know where it is anyways. So I'm not going to do that. I'd rather, for the extra maybe $20, it'd take an hour and I might screw it up. I'll let somebody else make that $20. Save the time. What's up, Popeye? And then we got a little Whatnot show at 10:30. Also got a huge bag of vintage snapback hats for free. There's some good stuff in there, but I've got to give it a good soak in OxyClean. It's definitely got a bit of that like cigarette house smell on it. So but a lot of cool hats. A couple of John Deere ones in there. A lot of stuff from like the 70s. Oh, we talked the other day about the whole missing listings after end and relist. So I was keeping track this morning, and the way that I do my end and relist is I will sell similar prior, like I'll set those up, sell similar prior to listing. So I was keeping an eye on things, and I had several that failed for duplicate listing. And I went and checked, and I didn't see that I had duplicates up. Which doesn't necessarily mean that I actually had the duplicates up. They just hadn't been submitted yet. Maybe that's why it wasn't showing up in search. So I went back after I was done, and I went into my ended listings, and I then sold similar off all of those. Now, 99% of them, it was just catching because of duplicate listings, because there were duplicate listings. But there was quite a few of them that were going through and not being caught for duplicate listings. So then, in order to prevent those duplicate listings, I went back into my active listings, and I started searching for the same listings that had not gone through before but were going through now to see if they were actually duplicating. And about 5% of those were duplicating. So what's that mean? It means it's all fucked up. Basically, either, and this was about 4,000 listings. If I had just let it go, I would have probably lost around 80. Which could explain a lot. It could explain what I'll show you little bit. So there is definitely the duplicate listing catcher's not working correctly. That is for sure. It is either flagging non-duplicates as duplicates, or it's letting actual duplicates through. And I was actually able to see the evidence of that this morning, which is something I suspected. I just haven't dove into it. Nice. Yeah, I should do that. I like having, I might have one somewhere. I like those ozone generators. Hey, Buster. I mean, I'm not saying that end and sell similar isn't a bad thing to do, but I think you have to be really careful about keeping an eye and doing, like, you can't just do it and it be done. Like, you can't just end and sell similar and call it done. There is an extra couple of steps that I think you need to do to not lose listings. The question is if it's one listing, is it worth spending an extra hour to make sure you don't lose that one? But it could also be 30. And you don't really know. Oops, I just did the wrong one. Didn't I? Yes, I did. Because I wasn't paying attention right. He's not crying that, though. He's crying that sales are way up. But he also came over to the side of the end and sell similar. But yeah, I don't have any hard data on it. I just know from my experience what seems to work better. My only problem with end and relist is that because I'm using web interpret, whenever I do an end and relist, it takes a lot more time than end in relist takes a lot more time than end in sell similar, because I have to wait for all the international sites to end. Otherwise, I'm having to search around and wait for pages to load to find the listings that I just ended. It's a pain in the ass. That's the only reason I've been using sell similar prior to ending listings. I don't think it matters one way or another. But I mean, I honestly, I don't know. It might not. I do know this is that the whole end and sell similar thing does not work great with WebInterpret unless you have the unlimited listings package, because it only will list so many of your listings on the other sites. And if you do a couple of end and relists, you hit that before like the midway through the month. Yeah. Yeah, if I wasn't doing really the only, I'm doing the WebInterpret where I just pay for every individual sale, which is not the unlimited package. It doesn't make sense really for me to do the unlimited package unless I want to not be affected by the end and sell similar thing. Then all of my listings stay up all the time, but then I've got to sell a certain amount internationally to make it worth it, which I don't think I would do. Right now, as it looks, the first 2 weeks of the month, I get 10,000 what appear to be brand new listings on international eBay sites, which is kind of nice. I usually get a bump at the beginning of the month from that. Yeah, just on Marty's channel. I mean, listen, he puts himself out there. He has his own methods. he can preach about his own methods all he wants, but they're also open to objective criticism, right? Like, and I don't, it's not talking smack. It's, I mean, it's maybe a little bit talking smack, but it's not like, openly flaming. You can point out inconsistencies. You can point out hypocrisies. You can point out things that don't make sense, and that's a legitimate discussion. Versus, my approach, which is just outright flaming trash to garbage podcast, which is also fine. All right, Buster, time has come. Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Go look out the back door. There's birds. I saw birds. Yeah, I can see that. All right, Buster. Scooch. It's time. Excuse, please. Excuse me, please. It's time. Oh, you don't like that, do you? Just come on, you jerk. All right. Man, we saw a lot of weird shit today. I mean, not weird, but just a huge variety. All right. Let's go do these first. I think it varies. It will vary your percentage on postcards based on your keywords, I believe. That's already a thing. Yeah. Promoted listings won't go out to Google if it's under 5%. They go out to Google, but they don't go on the Google AdWords, right? Like they're not blocked from Google. What are we doing next here? This one. That is not surprising. So, the question then would be, is it worth doing trending plus ever? Or are you just throwing away money at that point? Or suggested plus, whatever it is, right? Interesting. I'll try that. I haven't checked out that particular report, so should be interesting. I mean, I've checked it out, but not with an eye for that, I should say. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Because the suggestion is basically just spit out by an algorithm. We already know that the algorithm is less than perfect. Okay, one more. God, I still have so many of these things. What is Craig's um name on Whatnot? I know I've seen it. I just I need to spend a little more time sourcing on whatnot. Although winter is coming and the nights will be cold and full of terrors, so time may be soon here. Sold one record. One record. Tom Jones, what's new, pussycat? $14.95. One of the few Tom Jones records. Well, there's more than a few Tom Jones records that will sell. Believe it or not. Oh, Craig Farmer. Yep. I know who you're talking about. That's who I thought it was, but. Craig is the person that I bought the huge box of travel ephemera off of last year for $100 shipped to my door. Where I made my money back in the first two pieces. Which, by the way, huge abuse of media mail. What do we got left here? Sold a piece of clothing. It is a top, plus size top. Let's see here. $8. Doesn't surprise me. So, as I was putting my video games away, I was like, I'm going to go just check to see what's going on. Like, I haven't sold a lot of these for a while, and I put them on sale, blah, blah, blah. Turns out all of these were not active listings. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but I'll be listing those as I list video games today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. Let's see. I'm just going to double check and make sure one more time. Just going to spot check one of these. Crazy Taxi for GameCube. Crazy Taxi. Nope. However, Final Fantasy 12 was listed. Oh, right. God, those Facebook auction tags are the worst. Like, I'll come to your auction when I'm damn good and ready. Stop bothering me. And then I would start getting tagged for these people I didn't even fucking know. Sold a Hot Wheel, 57 T-Bird, like $5. Nothing amazing. I forget. Can I get these in here? Not really. No. Can you PayPal me $100 for ferry rides and fuel and lunch? What are we down to here? This next thing I bought the day I went estate sailing with Cameron. And I bought all those leather patterns. I also bought this one leather tool. It is a SHIPSHOW microtome blade in a metal box. So there you go. Sold for $35.95. I think I paid $10 for it. Maybe I only paid $5. I don't remember. Got some burly Huggies cardboard out of my neighbor's recycling before recycling came today. And this is going to be perfect, yep, for that. it was all their leatherworking tools there were crazy expensive, but I don't think they identified this one as a leatherworking tool, which is why it wasn't crazy expensive. I live on a peninsula. Everyone calls it an island, though, so you might as well call it an island, too. When I went to the wedding a couple of weeks ago, people are like, how's island life? And I'm like, well, it's peninsula. And you've lived in the Northwest your entire life. You live in Seattle. It's a 1-hour ferry ride. It's not an island. Sold a Vera Bradley wallet, 2 of them actually, different customers. This one is quilted, just one color maroon. What a maroon! Sold for $13.45. Let's do here. This. But this is also true. I am an island. I've been called worse, but not by many. So, flippin' sports guy. Salt Spring Island isn't exactly near me. I'm about 130 miles away from the Canadian border. Salt Spring Island requires going north, if I'm not mistaken, north all the way to Port Angeles, taking a ferry from Port Angeles to Victoria, and taking another ferry from Victoria to Salt Spring Island. It's not like how people in Alaska can see Russia from their house. Very different. Didn't do it on one of here. Well, we will just this. Well, put that like that. Yeah, that may be the case, but as I said, I'm A, in the USA, and B, on a peninsula, not an island. All right, next, sold a Philips Hue IP bridge. This came in that little lot of electronics that I got from the stripper pole yard sale this year, aka the slot machine yard sale. Still paying off. What is this thing and what does it do? That's a very good question. The answer is, I don't know. It turned on, I can tell you that much. Yeah, the person who bought it on Friday at 4 o'clock asked if I could send it out that day. So whatever it does, it must be very important. Yeah, relative distance is a funny thing. My ex, when we first were starting going out, we were hanging out in San Francisco one day, and I don't remember where it was we were gonna go, but I'm like, I'll just call an Uber, and she's like, no, we can just walk it. It's not that far. 5 miles later, I'm like, uh, how much further is it? Oh, 3 more miles. It's all relative. From that point on, I knew to ask how many miles, not just is it walkable or. All right. Probably should pick up the pace a tad. Sold a wrench, 13mm Craftsman combination. $10 for that one. Whatnot is at 10:30. The Craftsman wrench sold for $10. Quick note: the metric sell for more money than the standard or English or whatever the other measurement thing is called. Sold a cuckoo clock weight, 1,006 grams, which is how you want to sell them. If you ever find a broken cuckoo clock, worry not. You can always part it out. This has been in the store for a while. Look at that picture. Hot. But somebody's going to want this sooner or later, and they did for that much money, which is not enough, but it's going to go in an envelope. Ooh. Nothing's going to break it, so look at that. Let's do that. that is no longer going to go in there. So we use the slightly larger size. I had at one point like 7 or 8 cuckoo clock weights listed, and this is the last one to sell. So it's one of those things you just list and you wait for the right customer. And I do have another cuckoo clock that I've been just sitting on for a couple years that needs to get parted out. So maybe that'll happen in this next wave of listing binge. All right. Sold a bottle stopper. This nice Mikasa crystal. This was in the unlisted inventory. Nice 4-leaf clover. Background remover did a nice job with this one. There it is. Oh, new with the tag, or so I said it was. $7, $6.25. All right. Sold a Star Wars figure. This is R2-D2 with the right side lightsaber variant on the card. What does that mean? It means that at some point they moved the lightsaber from the left side to the right side, or vice versa. I don't know. Sold for, I think, $18. And that one's been up for a while. I sold a hat. This NYX, like, tiger stripe kind of thing. This was in the listed, it was listed, but the photos on it were garbage. Like, and beyond any salvageability. So I took it down and relisted it, and it sold for $14.95, which is about 3 times what it was listed for. I'll be right back. I need some 6x4x4s. Down to the last handful of things before the late arrivals. One moment here. Sold a Burke. The Cannoneers have hairy ears. I bought this last year when I bought a bunch of other military book stuff. I've mentioned it before. I'm mentioning it again now. This one sold for $35.95. Will it fit in same 864? Any chance? Yes. I'm gonna have to make sure this shit is tight. That's funny. All right. Sold a Decca 78 album folder for $15. This goes priority. Yep. Nice. I mean, you know what I could do? I bet this thing is big enough. Look at that. Thanks, UPS. GameCube, which I talked about at the top. Is this thing? I don't remember. Okay, go on like that. Then I sold another Burke, Peter Pan and Wendy. This is a Disney, what do you call it? Wonderful World of Reading book. Bought this and a bunch of other similar ones at my local honey hole for 50 cents a piece. This one sold for $15.25. All right, let's take a look at late arrivals 3. I am not going to worry about it. We will go ahead and push those to tomorrow. It's a Hot Wheel, or it's a Johnny Lightning, a sheet music, and a postcard. So I'm not going to worry about it. Going to be it for today, folks. Hopefully you can join me over on Whatnot in 40 minutes at 10:30. There's 32 of you out there. Holy crap. Thank you all very much for joining in. Hope you have a great Monday. Hopefully see you over on the Whatnot. Hi, Lag. I see some new names out there too. So thank you all very much who joined in. I do this every day. My name is Matt. I'm a reseller, full-time, based in Bremerton, Washington. And in today's video, we are done. All right, everyone. Have a good day. We will catch you on the flip-flop. Peace out. Bye.